Hi, and welcome to Origin of Concepts. In this episode, I will reveal the origin of the concept leading to the mystical number 33, the secret number or the master number. Welcome. Okay, number 33 is basically a code for two triangles forming a hexagram. A union of upward triangle is spirit and downward triangle is matter, symbolizing the connection between spirit and the mortal reality or mortal world or mind. The sacred number 33 can be tracked back to the Vedic texts and later in the Pythagorean number 3, the triad, symbolizing perfection, harmony, and completeness. Completeness, which is also related to Pythagoras' perfect triangle. And that's not the mathematical triangle from the theorem. It's another triangle. Okay, and of course, the Pythagorean concept laid the groundwork for converting geometry into secret numbers, which later evolved into numerology and other distracting concepts in the mystery schools. You know, all the poo-poo concept who paddled away from what it basically was meant to be, and evolved into all kind of things. Okay, though one side focuses on the technical aspects of the number 33 and the hexagram, while the other explores its I think I'm tired. Visualization using the Milky Way center. And before we start, if you are a part of the crowd believing number 33 is a secret code for the worldwide Illuminati, then you are absolutely right. However, it's nothing near what you're conspiring about. We'll get into that later in the video. Okay. And by the way, I'll also explain how to understand the reason for using terms like illumination, illuminated, and Illuminati, and etc., 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 because it's fits very tight together with the number 33. Okay, let's go to the Milky Way, because the visualization is of course made in the Milky Way, the visual part of number 33. Not the number itself, but the idea. Okay, let me get my pen here. Let's see, there, and I think I'll paint with a golden color today. So, the number 33 can be visualized as the stairways to heaven. And to be more specific, there is 3 steps up and 3 steps down, which equals 33. 2 times 3. The 3 steps is visualized by the striped shadow, which form 3 steps up to the disc light, the spirit. And let me draw them for you. Here is 1 step, here's 1 more, and here is the last step. The 3 steps to the temple, so to speak, to reach the disc light. And as always, the disc light is also running down through the stairs. The serpent running beside the stairs, so to speak. Well, yeah, I glitch into the Mayan mythology here, but we'll do that in another video. Okay, let me see. Yeah, and to point it out, let me remove that serpent again, or that disc light. Going down the stairs is creation from spirit, and going up the stairs is to achieve contact with spirit or wisdom. So let's walk the stairs. At the top of the stairs, you reach the disc light, the spirit, which is placed inside the great triangle, the Trinity in the Milky Way, which is here. The Father and the Mother, the Father shadow here and the Mother shadow here. And then you got the little Son, the newborn Son is the disc. And it forms the triangle, the Trinity. And the Trinity was, of course, based on Mother, Father, and Son in the mind, and then it was visualized in the Milky Way to understand cosmos. So, and of course, this pyramid is also the temple or the cave. Let me find another color here. The striped shadow is also the temple you reach when you go up the stairs, and it's also the cave here. The Pythagoreans, schools was in caves, and the Mithraism was also cave schools, and so caves is also related to number 33. Let me take it away. So, okay. And yeah, so this is the origin of the visualizing of the number 33, the spirit trinity and the mortal trinity. So the first number three is like mortal trinity, and then you got the spirit trinity, and they make the triangle, which is also known as the hexagon, or hexagram. And yeah, we can make it here just to explain. So here you got the hexagram. Make sense? Sure it does. Okay, and we go on here. And this concept, of course, is found in most ancient cultures around the world, and is partly about understanding creation in the cosmos, but especially about the individual's balance with his inner self in order to achieve wisdom and balance. And that's a very ancient thing. And then the number 33 is a code for man's striving for union with spirit, wisdom, which is also referred to as illumination, enlightenment, light of the world. Lux et veritas. It means light and truth. Lucifer. It's all terms of the same concept. The golden light spirit emerging from the disk in the Milky Way center, running down the stairs into the mortal world, or into, you understand what I mean. Here we got it. Okay, and what else did I got for you here? Sure. The concept of number 33 and illumination is connected to the golden light from the disk. Well, I just told you that. And this light is also known as the hidden light, the dark sun, Amun, or Amen. When you say Amen in the church, you're talking about the disk light. And Ra from Egypt, Helios from the Greek mythology, etc., etc., etc. The disk light has always been the central point for the ancient cultures to grasp and explain the fundamental understanding of the Father, Mother, and the Son in the entire cosmos. Yeah. Let me give you some related examples, because there is many. Walt Disney, made a club named 33 for, illuminated members, because Disney was using this number 33 concept for basically all his movies. I'll make another video about that another day. It's also the 7 steps to heaven, or 6 steps, because if you look, there's also 6 steps here. And then you go to the 7th step, which is the 7th heaven. And we could also call it Jacob's ladder into the heaven. So here you got it. In the Rig Veda, we got the Tridasha, the 33 divinities in Devas, also known as Devas. The Vedas is a little bit more complex, because the translation in the Vedas is pretty bad, and only a few people I know in the entire world know how to interpret them as they should be, and not all that Hinduism and Buddhism overlaying religions. And then we got Vishnu, who takes 3 steps, because he wants to measure the 3 worlds, heaven and earth and the space in between. The spirit, of course. And Pythagoras, or Pythagoreans, got the monism, or monad, the one. And Plato used the know thyself. And then we got the Sephiroth 3 in the Jewish Kabbalah, leading to the Ein Sof, the spirit. In Hermeticism is the concept as above, so below. In the Bible myth, Jesus, the light of the world, dies at the age of 33. And of course, he goes down the ladder to visit man, and then he goes back. So this is, if we have to be very literally, it's 15 years and 15 years back. But don't mind. It's just wisdom. And then we got the Star of David, of course, which is not of Jewish origin, by the way. It's much, much older. They just copycatted it again. And then we, of course, get, important about the Star of David, because in the Bible's number, in Numbers, in the Bible, Numbers chapter 33, the Israelites are led to the Holy Land. Ta-da! Of milk and honey. Bingo. And of course, we mustn't forget the Freemasons, because in the Scottish Rite Freemasons, they use the 33rd degrees as a tribute to a master mason who has demonstrated extended knowledge and work of passion and sacrifice for his craft. Normally there's only 32 degrees, but this number 33 is the extra spice on the top. And to go back to Jesus, some claims that he only he died at the age 32, but same. Potato, potato. There's an explanation for that, but I think you got the message. And then, of course, 33 is the number for perfection in the physical world. 33 are the 3 questions. Where do we come from? Why are we here? And where are we going? 3 very good questions. And I know where I'm going. I'm going to bed and thinking about which video I'm gonna make next. So thanks for watching. If you like my videos, give a thumbs up. Here it is. Oh, yeah. And if not, well, tell me to jump off the stairs. Until next video, take care. Illuminati. I'll explain about that in some of the next videos, what those hand signs means. Take care. Bye.